los artículos, the articles. We are going to do a brief review here of the articles. Okay, so we are starting here a review or reinforcement of the articles in Spanish. The articles in English. We're going to start with the definite articles. So we have that the definite article in English is going to be the, and it is always written before the noun. So we have the boy, the car, and the sea. In Spanish, we have that our definite articles can be one of four. You have two forms of genders, masculine and feminine, and two forms for numbers. It's going to be singular or plural. In Spanish, it's also going to be written in front of the noun, but here we're going to have four options. Two of them are going to be gender related. They're going to be masculine or feminine. And two of them are going to be number related. It's going to be either singular or... So for genders in Spanish, when we're talking, we have a feminine form for those nouns ending in A, and we have a masculine form of the definite article for the nouns ending with O. Here, with our definite articles, it's going to be considered a feminine noun if it ends in A, so you use the feminine form of the definite article. And if the noun ends in O, it's considered masculine, so you're going to use the masculine form of the definite. So we have la muchacha, which ends in an A. That's the girl. And this is what it looks like. We have la muchacha. Because it ends in an A, we use la that ends in an A. That's the definite article for the girl. We have la pizza, ending in A. Pizza. We have a pizza. There is no pizza. This is the name of the noun. It ends in an A, so it's la pizza. Please write down what this would be. Hopefully you wrote down la casa. Okay? We have here one that you're going to do on your own. You're going to write it. Remember, you're writing the definite article and you're completing the noun. This is a double whammy practice. So hopefully you wrote down la casa. We already covered house. What would this be? It's a beverage. We saw that beverage is bebida. So hopefully you wrote down la bebida. What would you write for the beverage? We said beverage was bebida. So hopefully you wrote down la bebida, which ends with an A. Okay? So your masculine articles in Spanish are going to be just un, and that's for the nouns ending with O. The masculine article is going to be un, and it is used before the noun that ends with an O. It's considered. So for a kitten, it's un gatico, ends in O. So we have for kitten, it's un gatico, a kitten. For a guy, un muchacho, ending in O. And for a guy or a boy, we say un muchacho. What would a car be? That is correct. It is un carro, ending in O. Now it's your turn. How would you say a car? That should be what you just said. Hopefully it's correct. Un carro, and it ends with an O. How about a taco? Hopefully your answer is un taco, ends in O. How about for a taco? Well, hopefully you wrote down un taco, ending in O. Now for your indefinite articles, enough. Now your indefinite articles, in English we have that it is a or an. In English we have a or an, and we've already gone through or over the way you use it, right? In Spanish we have that they're related with gender and number, depending on the noun. Well, in Spanish they're going to be connected to the gender and number of the noun. So you have that the gender. So the gender, again, Spanish for indefinite articles can be feminine, it's going to be una, and masculine, it's going to be un. Be either feminine or masculine, and it's going to depend on the noun that they modify. If the noun ends in an A, it's una, and if the noun ends in an O, it's going to be un. So for a taco, we have un taco. So we have a taco for un taco. For a drink, it's una bebida. We have a beverage, which would be una bebida. And for a house, that is correct. It is una casa. Now it's your turn. What would a house be? Hopefully you wrote una casa. The plural forms, on the other hand, the plural forms to be some in English are going to be, in English it's just some, and Spanish you have the masculine plural is going to be unos. So to the singular form of the masculine form you had an os, so it's unos, and for the feminine form, in order to make it a plural, you add an s to it. So that would be unos for masculine plural and unas for feminine plural. For the indefinite, you have unos, where you add an os to the singular form. That makes it masculine plural. And you add an s to the singular form to say unas for the feminine plural form. So, likewise we have now for some tacos, it's unos tacos. So, some tacos would be unos tacos. For some enchiladas, we have unas enchiladas. It ends in as, as. Some enchiladas would be unas enchiladas. Getting hungry, right? Okay. So now you write some boys. You should have written, hopefully, unos muchachos. Now it's your turn. What would some boys be? Hopefully you said unos muchachos, where this noun ends in an OS. Okay? How about some houses? Hopefully you wrote down unas casas. Moving on. How about some houses? Hopefully you wrote down unas casas. Simple enough, right? It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so that brings us to the end.